The new Japanese horror comedy Hotspring Sharkattack is the best of Godzilla, Sharknado, and Jaws. But it's also the worst of those, and it is completely self-aware. So do you need to put this on your watch list? Now, I was serious in the intro. This takes some of the best ideas from those three iconic films and then puts its own spin on it. But that spin isn't necessarily awesome. The story is simple and yet kind of convoluted. There's a town where the mayor is erecting this high-rise luxury building that features a hot springs bathing facility within it. But an ancient threat is awakened, sending uniquely powered sharks to wreak havoc. And is it too much to ask for one simple request? To have sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their heads? Now, the whole goal is to save the town from these sharks, but thanks to the plot convenience that allows the predators to bend and transform matter, they can basically go wherever they choose. So right there, you know you need to abandon all sense of reality and believability for this to work. If you can do that, and you're slightly under the influence, this becomes a wild ride. When I talk about transforming matter, just imagine puddles or pools of seawater appearing out of nowhere. This convenience allows the story to progress uninhibited by logic so that it can focus on irrational actions. And as difficult as it is going to be to believe, this does not feature state-of-the-art graphics or motion capture. Although the practical effects are used very sparingly, they're a highlight of the movie. I mean, a lot of the blood spurts and body parts, they look great as they are tossed and splattered about. But the majority of the effects, there are CGI from 1995. Whew, and they're rough. The absurdity and the terribleness of the visuals, it's part of the charm, creating scenarios that are just plain preposterous. For a movie that's only 78 minutes long, there are some portions in the middle that drag, thanks to some forced exposition that's meant to create emotional investment in characters that we've already met, but aren't necessarily fully endearing. Then, just when you think the story can't get any stranger, the movie says, "Hold my beer." At one point, we watch a montage of a weapon being built, and interspersed through that is a sequence of a shirtless, muscle-bound Hulk who's working out. Why? I don't know, who knows? Maybe just as some eye candy, or the story needed a distraction from the lack of intrigue of just watching this weapon being erected. Either way, it fits right in with the other visual chaos that the plot presents. Now, this shouldn't be surprising in any sense, but this is the very first project attributed on IMDb to the writer/director. And while I'm not sure I would call it a strong start out of the gate, there is a certain level of confidence that's needed to helm a story of this caliber. Because the director knew exactly the type of film they were making, kudos to them for fully embracing the cheese and then going for it.